pleased to introduce Prime Minister Justin Trudeau to all of you.
Merci.
Speaker, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, and I would pleased to introduce Prime Minister Justin Trudeau to all of you. Prime Minister, please.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Happy Vaisakhi, Joyeux Vaisakhi. I want to thank the Ontario Sikhs and Gurdwara Council for organizing this extraordinary event once again today. It is always so amazing to be back at the Khalsa Day celebrations. I'm happy to be here with Ministers Kara, Ananda Sangari, and Valdez, along with our great MPs, Sonia, Shafkat, Ruby, Maninder, Judy, and Paul. And it's great to see so many different mayors, leaders, other parliamentarians. This is truly an occasion that gathers us from across the city, from across the country, to celebrate alongside you. Marking the creation of the Khalsa, Vaisakhi brings together friends and family. And speaking of friends and family, I know that many of you have loved ones that you want to see more often. That's why our government has negotiated a new agreement with India to add more flights and more routes between our countries, and we will keep working with our counterparts to add even more flights, including to Amritsar. Vaisakhi, c'est l'occasion de reconnaître les valeurs qui sont au cœur du sikhisme. Des valeurs comme la générosité, la communauté, l'honnêteté et le seva, le dévouement envers les autres. In April, we also celebrate Sikh Heritage Month. When our government first introduced Sikh Heritage Month 5 years ago, Canada became the first country in the world to recognize this month officially. It is a moment to celebrate the remarkable contributions of Sikh Canadians, from the railroads to the world wars to science, art, business, and of course politics. And as we come to an end of this year's Sikh Heritage Month, I want to remind everyone that the story of the Sikh community in Canada is in fact the story of Canada. This is what Canada is all about, working together to build a better future for everyone. Just a few weeks ago, we released our budget 2024, which is a plan to build more homes faster, to hire more doctors and nurses, and to help with the costs of dental care and diabetes medications. We're also giving authorities more resources to crack down on auto theft. And we're helping Sikh Canadians tell your stories. We're supporting a space in the Royal Ontario Museum dedicated to Sikh arts, culture, and heritage with an investment of $6 million. We'll be working closely with the Sikh Arts and Culture Foundation, and this space will be created by, with, and for the Sikh community. We're also giving funding to the Indus Media Foundation to complete their short film highlighting the shared military heritage of Canadian and Indian soldiers in the world wars. But we gather here today to remember that one of Canada's greatest strengths is its diversity. We are strong not in spite of our differences, but because of our differences. But even as we look at these differences, we have to remember and get reminded on days such as this and every day that Sikh values are Canadian values. Truth, justice, openness, compassion, service, human rights. These are the values at the heart of Sikhism. These are the values at the heart of Sikh Canadian communities, but they're also values at the heart of all Canadians. To the nearly 800,000 Canadians of Sikh heritage across this country, we will always be there to protect your rights and your freedoms, and we will always defend your community against hatred and discrimination. Je tiens à dire aux 800 000 Canadiens d'origine sikh, d'un bout à l'autre de ce pays, qu'on va toujours protéger vos droits et vos libertés. That's why we're enhancing the security infrastructure program, adding more security at community centers and places of worship, including in Gurdwaras. Your right to practice your religion freely and without intimidation is exactly that, a fundamental right guaranteed in the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms that we will always stand up and defend you for. We will stand with you once again on this wonderful day of celebrations. Happy Vaisakhi. Merci beaucoup tout le monde. Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji ki Fateh. Merci.